Hello everyone, I'm Mystic Jaguar, and today we will be playing Pikmin, one of my personal favorite games. Now, this is my first time recording a YouTube video, so bear with me as I try to figure everything out. But with that, let's dive right in. So we will be starting a new game. Enjoy the cutscene. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved Dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate that this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the Dolphin by then, no, better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Yeah, so basically you're Olimar and you just crash landed on this weird planet. And the entire game is surrounded around you finding your ship parts so that you can travel back home. So, what is this that we have here? A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up, as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. So what is this thing that has sprouted before us? We'll find out. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but to think it is calling to me, and I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. Yes, you must press A on everything. So let's pluck this little thing. It's so cute! I think Pikmin are adorable. Extraordinary! When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A, and I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. So yeah, now we have our first Pikmin, and we can start building our little army of Pikmin. I'm gonna throw them at this pellet. That's a 1 pellet, so we have 1 Pikmin carry it. And him taking it to the onion, it will suck it up. And out come 2 more Pikmin. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. So now we get some more Pikmin. Start building up our resources. And pluck these guys. Because these pellets only require one Pikmin, but more pellets require more than one to get, like this fiver over here. There's one right there. And basically what you're going to do in this starting area is just build up as many Pikmin as it will allow. I think, can't remember exactly how many you can possibly get in this area, but I know it's more than the 10 that's required to get out of this area by pushing this box over here with the 10 on it. So we need to build up at least that. I like to get as many as I can right away, so that we have a good base to go with. And now they can get that 5 over here. Alright, so now we have 12. I'm just going to go and see if there's any other flowers that we can get. And yeah, this is our crash ship. I forget if I showed that or not. But that's what we're trying to repair. Here's a pellet up here. Have him carry it down. None over here. Okay, so we can have these guys. While he's carrying that over here, we can have them push this box and go into the next area. That box is going to create a bridge for us. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Basically, I'll control stuff. So now we have all of the Pikmin we can get in that area, and what is this? We have the engine of our ship. How good. Amazing, there is no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the Dolphin? So yeah, you can see it requires more of the amount of Pikmin we have. So we only have 11 and we need 20. So we have to go get more Pikmin, which thankfully there are some pellets over here. We can get some more. So then that should be plenty enough to carry the engine back to our ship. We can come over here, grab this guy, and pluck these sprouts. They'll bring these pellets here, and then we will have enough to carry it back. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. So yeah, then we'll have 25 Pikmin, as you can see in the bottom of the screen. It shows the leftmost number shows how many Pikmin are in my group currently, and the number right next to that shows how many Pikmin are out in the field with me, and then the last number shows how many Pikmin I have total. That includes Pikmin that I have in the onion. So now we can finally carry our engine back to the ship with all of our Pikmin to help. The more Pikmin you put on to an object, the faster they'll carry it. So if I took off those 5 Pikmin, they would just carry it slower. So it's best to put as many Pikmin as can carry that item so that they can go faster. And there we got it. suddenly it works just by adding the engine. It's a good start. Sparkly. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back towards home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. And now it's nighttime. We will lift off again into space with our very broken ship that can somehow lift off just with the engine. Although a bit wobbly, kind of sketchy. One day since impact, I have somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see the Onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hokotate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. And then this screen shows you basically your statistics from the day and shows you how many Pikmin you sprouted or lost in battle or you left behind, and also shows your parts that you have remaining. And you can also save here. So we're going to save. Awesome. And this is the overworld map. We have the impact site and now the new Forest of Hope. And you see the stars underneath the area screen in the lower right hand corner shows how many ship parts are in that area. So at the impact site there was only the engine, which we have the star for now, and one other part which we'll go back for another time. We need a certain other Pikmin to get that. So next we will be heading to the Forest of Hope.